Good morning, yogis. Welcome to your Wednesday morning gentle flow yoga class. We will be opening up through our heart chakra today, doing some nice gentle back bending, working our way into full locust pose. So we will start with our blocks. Our prop setup is this bottom block, wide ways, shoulder blades, wrapping around that bottom block. And this top block, we're going to settle the back of our skull in the center of the top block, and we will come on our mats, on our backs, lying down, just settling in here, wrapping shoulder blades around that bottom block. And I like to plant soles of my feet flat on the mat here, lift hips up, lengthen tailbone to the front of the room, and then set those hips back down. And then it's yogi's choice here, whatever's more comfortable. You can keep legs bent at the knees, or you can stretch your legs along the front of the room as we settle in. Just taking a deep inhale, breath in through the nose, and letting it go out the mouth. Taking another full expansive breath in through the nose, expanding through ribs, chest. And as we exhale out, just starting to open up through collarbones. As we exhale, feeling those shoulder heads dropping further down towards the earth. Continuing to breathe here, slow, smooth inhales. Letting that chest rise. And slow, steady exhales, letting that chest drop. Just turning our attention inward this morning as we take that inventory, checking in, paying particular attention to those areas that might feel tight or stuck today. Just letting our beautiful prana breath wash over us. Expanding on the inhales. Releasing all that tension from the face, the jaw, softening around the eyes with each exhale. As we turn our attention inward, you can set your own intention for your own practice today. Be going with our theme of love as we open up through our heart chakra, our energetic center of love, both receiving and giving love. We need so much love now in this world with navigating through this new normal. Just taking about 3 more breaths here. Always being mindful that we come to our mats with self-acceptance, self-compassion, self-love. And finishing up, bottom of that last exhale breath, just gently rolling off to one side as we push those blocks off our mats, keeping them close by. Let's go ahead and come back to our mats. And let's just go ahead and bring both feet, both legs straight to the sky, pointing and flexing both feet here, rolling both ankles around. Warm up these legs a little bit, stretch through the legs. Legs apart here for a wide-legged forward fold on our backs. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And then gently closing those thighs together. Let's go ahead and hug both knees tight to our chest, giving ourselves some love here, wrapping arms around shins, rocking side to side, massaging that low back into the earth. And then rocking forwards and backwards along that spine. Let's go ahead and rock up and roll over. And we're going to bring it onto all fours. Actually, let's go ahead and bring it back to a child's pose. So knees wide as the mat, toes together, arms stretched long in front, forehead down. Just breathing space all down the sides of the waist. Maybe getting that butt further back to the heels with each exhale. Stretching fingertips long to the front of the room. And then we're going to do our little baby inchworm move here. So in baby inchworm, we bring chin and chest forward as we stick our tailbone up to the sky, down on forearms, and we slide forward, and then we bring it into a Sphinx pose. So in Sphinx pose, we've got those shoulders tracking over elbows. Nice, gentle low back bend here. You can point toes to the back of the room. Lift those kneecaps. Shining our heart chakra forward. And then we engage those abs, hands next to ribs. We exhale back to child's pose. Knees wide, toes together, forehead down. Let's do 2 more baby inchworms. So our next one, we stick that tailbone up, sliding forearms forward, and then we bring it into our Sphinx pose, pushing that pubic bone into the mat. You can even have your hands flat on the mat, pulling hands towards the back wall as we breathe space here through collarbones. And then engaging those abs, hands next to ribs, exhaling back to child's pose. And one last baby inchworm, forearms down, sliding chin, chest forward, bringing it into our Sphinx pose, pushing that pubic bone into the mat, crown of the head up, breathing through collarbones, and then hands next to ribs as we exhale back to child's pose. And then let's go ahead and bring it up onto, we're going to sit in hero's pose. So in our hero's pose, I like to sit up on a block. I like to prop a block between my thighs. You can sit up on 2 blocks. You don't have to sit up on any blocks if you prefer not to. You can even sit in easy seated pose if this is a little too challenging for you. All right, and my clock went off here, so let me get the clock back on. There we go. Okay. We are going to be doing some over the head seated shoulder stretches here with our strap. So using whatever you have for a strap at home, maybe the belt of a bathrobe. Taking strap in both hands. You can start with hands as close together or as far apart as you need. Inhaling, arms up. And exhaling behind. As we exhale, those bottom ribs knit together and down. Tucking tailbone under. Inhaling up. Exhaling down in front. Inhaling up. Exhaling behind. Opening up through shoulders, through heart chakra, through collarbones. Inhaling up. Exhaling down in front. Bottom ribs knit together and down on the exhale. Inhaling up. Exhaling behind. Feels so good, like dental floss for our shoulders. And inhaling up. Exhaling down in front. And then let's do one more each way. Inhaling up. Exhaling behind. Stretching through all that fascia, that connective tissue in our shoulder girdles. Inhaling up. Exhaling down in front. Nice. Okay. And then we're going to do our cow face arms. So you stay there. I'm just going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing with my arms here. Taking strap in right hand, bending right arm at the elbow, externally rotating so that right tricep is right next to right ear, and then left arm comes straight out from our head, and then bending left arm. We're reaching for that strap. We're pulling that strap apart like we pull apart a piece of taffy. If you don't need the strap and your fingers can connect, then all the better. But don't strain. You can have your hands as far apart or as close together as you need on the strap. It's breathing space all through right tricep, left shoulder girdle. It's one of my favorite stretches. Again, on the exhale, those bottom ribs knit together and down. Not wanting to splay that stomach out. Finishing up with one more breath on this side. And slowly releasing. Strap off to the side. Let's go ahead and shrug our shoulders. We can do some shoulder rolls forwards and backwards. Can do some head and neck rolls here before we take our cow face arms on the other side. And then working with our strap in our left hand this time. Both ends of the strap falling behind us, bending left arm, externally rotating that arm so that left tricep is next to left ear. Right arm comes straight out from our head. And then we reach from behind and we grab that strap. We're pulling that strap apart like we'd pull apart a piece of taffy. It's breathing space all through that left tricep, that right shoulder girdle. Letting go of any tension in the face, the jaw, softening around the eyes. And one more breath here. And then slowly releasing strap, setting strap off to the side. You can take those shoulder shrugs, those shoulder rolls, backwards, forwards. You can take some head and neck rolls here, just moving gently, slowly. And then making our way onto all fours in our tabletop, on our hands and knees. So hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart. We're going to work into our cat-cows here. So inhaling into cow pose, crown of the head up, chin up, collarbones wide, tailbone to the sky, tops of the feet press into the earth as we exhale into cat. Doming our back, head drop, separating through those back shoulder blades, pushing the floor away. Inhaling, you can take cat-cow at your own pace. Externally rotating those arms so our inner forearms are facing forward. It's extension and flexion of our spine. So good for our bodies. Crown of the head up to the ceiling, widening through those collarbones. And separating, driving those shoulder blades down the back on the cat. And finishing up with your last cat-cow. Bringing that spine back to neutral, head, neck, spine in one line. Let's do one fun little balancing thing here before we bring it into downward facing dog. So stretching left arm long to the front of the room, fingertips to that front wall, and right leg comes back. Gaze top of your mat. You can stay here or you can bend that right leg at the knee. You can reach around, capturing top of right foot at that left hand if you wish. Opening up through our heart chakra. It's a nice quadricep stretch. And releasing left hand, right knee back to the earth. Let's take that stretch on the other side. So inhaling, right arm long to the front of the room, left leg back, that spine in one line. You can stay here or you can bend that left leg at the knee, reaching around, capturing top of left foot with that right hand. Breathing here into the back bend, opening up through our heart chakra. And then releasing right hand down, left arm, left leg down. We're going to tuck those toes under, bring hips to sky for downward facing dog. Now, as we push the floor away here, you can keep your knees bent a lot. You can slowly pedal those feet out, right, left, right, left. In our first downward facing dog of the day, just checking in, seeing how we're feeling. Should be able to shake that head yes and no. No tension in your downward facing dog. Coming up on both toes, a deep bend in both knees, laying belly on thighs, pushing tailbone to the sky. Oh, that feels good. Inhaling here and exhaling, straightening legs, bringing heels back to the earth. Let's slowly walk those feet up to meet those hands, bringing it into our forward fold, our Uttanasana. So feet hip width apart here. We're going to hang for a ragdoll pose, hands down on blocks or the mat, or you can hook arms at elbows here as we just shift our weight from foot to foot, side to side. Abs still engaged here to protect the low back. Should be able to shake your head yes and no in ragdoll pose. Swing back and forth. And then coming to stillness in the center. Let's take a deep bend in this left knee. Right hand stays on your mat or the block. Left arm comes to the sky as we open up into the twist on the left side, wrapping left arm around our waist. Elongating through that spine, sticking that tailbone to the back wall here. Just a few gentle breaths here in our side twist. And then releasing left hand down. Let's take that twist on the other side. So taking a deep bend in this right knee. Right arm reaches to the sky as we open up on right side. Wrapping right arm around our waist. Elongating through that spine. Opening up through that right shoulder. And then releasing both hands back to the earth, exhaling out in our forward fold. And then slowly rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Those abs engaged, chill to protect the low back. Finding our way to our mountain pose at the top. Head and neck comes up last. All right, taking just a moment here. Let's check in with our feet, making sure we're standing solidly in all four corners of our feet. Long and tall in our spine, abs engaged, shoulder heads rolled away from ears. Inhaling, we reach up, reaching fingertips to the sky, arms overhead. Exhaling, we fold all the way over. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, we fold over. Inhaling, rooting down to rise up. Sweeping arms overhead, fingertips to the sky for a half sun salute. Exhaling, hands to heart center prayer, drawing the energy down. Go ahead and do that again. Inhaling, we sweep up. Exhaling, we fold all the way over, hinging at the hips. Releasing that head down. Inhaling, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, back flat. Gaze up. Exhaling, we fold over. Releasing that head down. Inhaling, rooting down to rise up, tall, strong. Sweeping arms overhead. Exhaling, hands to heart center prayer. Inhaling, we sweep up. Exhaling, we fold over. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, we fold over. Inhaling, rooting down to rise up. Tall, strong, hands to the heavens. Exhaling, hands to heart center prayer. Let's do one last half sun salute. Inhaling, we reach up. It's our moving meditation. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, we fold over. Inhaling, rooting down to lift up. Hands to the heavens, exhaling, hands to heart center prayer as we draw the energy back to the earth. All right, let's do one nice, easy little flow here. We're going to set up our warrior one legs, left leg out front, right leg back, torso facing the front of the room, that back right heel planted down in our warrior one legs, inhaling, arms up. And then we open to warrior two, staying low in that front leg. And then inhaling up, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, tucking that tailbone under here, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling to warrior two. We stay here, we flip front palm to the sky, we reach forward, then reach back for our reverse warrior, opening up through that left side, stretching, breathing. And then straightening that left front leg, we're going to hinge at the hips, reaching, taking it to triangle pose here, left hand down to shin or left ankle, right arm to the sky here, in our Trikonasana, our triangle pose. And then let's just bump that back foot in a little bit. Leave the legs where they are. Right arm down, left arm up for our revolve triangle. Nice work, yogis. And then we're going to interlace hands behind our back, shining our heart chakra forward. We're going to shift all of our weight into that front left foot. Right back leg up here as we bring it into a warrior three. Now in our one-legged balancing pose here, you're always welcome to go next to the wall if you need to balance against a wall. Working on our leg strength here, our balance in our warrior three. And then gently bringing right foot back to the earth to meet left foot. Walking it out before we take that nice, easy little flow on the other side. Drinking water. If you need water this morning, it's going to be a hot one today, so make sure you stay hydrated. And then setting up in our warrior one legs, this right leg out front, left leg back, torso facing the front of the room. We want that back edge of that back left foot sealed down on the floor, our feet nice and grounded, inhaling, arms up in our warrior one. Opening the warrior two, that tailbone tucked under, inhaling up, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. We stay here, we flip front palm to the sky, we reach forward, then reach back for our reverse warrior, opening up through this right side. Stretching, breathing. And then hinging at the hips as we straighten this right front leg, triangle pose. Right hand down to your shin or right ankle, or you can have that hand on a block. Left arm to the sky here in our Trikonasana. And then feet stay where they are. If you need to bump that back foot in a little bit, that's fine. Left arm down, right arm up for our revolve triangle, our Parvrita Trikonasana. And then interlacing hands behind our back, shifting all of our weight into that front right foot, bringing it to warrior three, back, left leg up. Our gaze on the floor, 3 feet in front of us is the best place for warrior three here. Balancing, loving ourselves wherever we're at, knowing it's exactly where we're meant to be in this present moment. And then bringing that left foot back to the earth to meet right foot. Nice work, yogis. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back to our mats, lying down for our peak pose, our locust pose. So on our bellies, head down, face down, we've got those legs and feet zipped up like one big cobra tail, hands next to ribs, exhaling all the air out. On the inhale, lifting up, stretching crown of the head to the front of the room, toes to the back, hovering those hands, shoulder heads away from ears, pushing that pubic bone into the mat here, building our core. And then release, let it go, look to the right, arms down long, just let that first locust pose go. All right, second locust, head down, face down, legs and feet zipped up like one big cobra tail. We're going to interlace our hands behind our back. You can have palms resting on that sacrum if you wish, exhaling out on the inhale, lifting up. Into our second locust, stretching crown of the head and toes in opposing and opposite directions. And then release, let it go, look to the left, arms down long, just let that second locust pose go. And last one, full locust. Head down, face down, legs bent to the knees, either reaching for tops of the feet. If you can't reach the tops of your feet and you need to use a strap, I'm going to demo the strap. Take the strap around the tops of your feet. Yeah, there we go. Exhaling all the air out. And on the inhale, lifting up, either with the strap or grabbing the tops of the feet into our deepest back bend, heart chakra opener, our full locust. And then release, let it go, look to the right, arms down long. Just let full locust pose go. All right, yogis. And then from here, just rolling over onto your backs. Going to bring it into happy baby. So feet up, knees up. Knees apart, feet apart. You can either grab outer shins or outer edges of feet, pulling those shins down here. For a happy baby, those shoulders, that low back pressed into the earth. You can rock your baby or keep your baby still. And then finally hugging our knees tight to our chest, giving ourselves one final squeeze of love. And this is also the time you should take any final poses Any final movements you need to take before setting up for our most important pose, our Shavasana? Please, please, please do not skip your most important pose. Shavasana, all the hard work you've just done, the last 30 minutes settles into your Shavasana, sealing in your practice for the next 24 hours. So please don't skip it. It is the most important pose as we come to our final resting corpse pose, Shavasana. My heart is open to receive the energy of love. I radiate this essence. I walk my path with ease and grace. I listen to my heart and honor its connection to the heart of others. I allow love to fill me up and guide me in all of my actions. I gracefully move to the rhythm of life. Slowly starting to deepen your breath, wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling your wrists and ankles around, bringing life back into your limbs and your body. You can gently stretch your arms long overhead like you're just waking up from a deep sleep. And then you can gently roll over onto your favorite side and push yourself up to a comfortable seated position facing the front of the room. Our hands gather together in Anjali Mudra, Heart Center Prayer. Just being grateful for all of the many blessings that we have and sending this gratitude out to all beings everywhere. Thank you for letting me guide you today. Namaste. Thank you, my friends. Love you, miss you. Be well.